What's going on, YouTube? As you can see, I got the cheese head on. I got the sweet tea right here. You know what that means. It's another Fortnite video. So in this video, I'm going to be ranking the Fortnite guns for Season 7 in Chapter 2. Let's go ahead and hop on in. I'm going to go over the tiers really quickly, and I actually have a soundbite, aka a Fortnite dance, to go along with each tier. It's your guys' job to guess the dance's name below. All right, so the best tier that we got is a get up and do a dance tier. You can think of this the A tier. I just messed that up. So anyway, what this means is when you open a chest, this gun pops out, you're like, woo, yeah, let's go. You're pumped, you're excited. This is the best gun in the game, and this is the sound or the emote that goes with this tier. If you don't want to dance when you hear that, I don't know what to tell you. All right, so our second tier, that's the giddy up tier. So that's when you, giddy up is kind of my word if you don't know. It's kind of like nice, something like that. So you open a chest, you see this gun on the ground, you're like, giddy up, I'll take it. And this is the dance or sound that goes along with it. This used to be my favorite dance of all time until the first one for the A tier came out. All right, so the second tier, or the third tier, sorry, is the you're damned if you do, damned if you don't tier. It's kind of you open up, you're kind of like, yay, this is good. It's not the best, whatever, I'll do it until I can replace this gun. And this is the dance that goes along with it. This is for all you OGs out there. All right, so the fourth tier is the your butthole starts clenching tier. So this is what I like to see. Or this is not like to see. You never want to see your butthole clench. But so you get this gun and you hear somebody nearby and you're like, oh my gosh. And you know how you're like kind of scared, you're on edge. You're like, oh my gosh, I need to find another gun. I need to find a teammate. That is the feeling that I get when I get these type of guns. The dance that goes with these ones is this one. I'm doing this dance more for the name of the dance, not for the sound of it. And our last tier, this is you just decide if you want to go play Warzone. You're like, okay, I'm done with this game. You drop, you get this gun like 2-3 times in a row and you die. You're like, nah, I'm done with it. And this is the only dance that can go with this tier. Yeah, you guys all know this. I've heard this many times in my career. All right, so let's hop right in. We're going to start with the newer guns. The first gun is the Recon Scanner gun. So this gun, I actually think this is a B tier gun. It's a giddy up gun. I'm super excited when I see this. I'm mostly going to pick it up when I have the chance. It's very powerful. It shows people through builds. This gun, along with another gun in here, it's actually this one right here. Those two combined make an amazing combo, but the thing is it takes 2 weapon slots to do the combo, so it's kind of like it's not the best, it's not the worst. So that's why I put it in the giddy up tier. The pulse rifle gun, so this gun right here, I'm actually putting it in your butthole starts clenching tier only because it's not an SMG. The SMGs do way more damage quicker than this gun. And the AR, it shoots too slow to be a decent AR. So it's kind of like in between. I would never pick this gun up if I had another option for either SMG or an AR. This is kind of like a downgraded version of the Stark rifle. The Stark rifle, I actually loved. I would have put that in the giddy up tier myself just because when you aim down sight, it actually did more damage than this pulse rifle. So yeah, that's why I put it in the D tier. It's not an SMG, not an AR. So this next gun is the railgun. This I actually had a hard time determining where I wanted to put this. For those of you that don't know, this gun shoots through 2 layers of builds. It does 170 headshot damage. I'm actually still going to put this in the giddy up tier. If you put the railgun with the pulse or the recon scanner, that makes a dominant duo. You can see through builds and you can shoot through builds. It's kind of like OP in my opinion. The only reason why it's not in the A tier is because it takes a long time to shoot. You have to kind of charge it up. People can kind of see it about to shoot, so they can kind of, now that everybody knows what it does, they can defend against it. It is really good for shooting people out of height though. So yeah, that's why it's not in the get up and do a dance tier for me, is it just takes too long to shoot. Now people kind of know what it's all about. All right, so the next guns that we're going to talk about are the shotguns. I actually think these are the most important weapons in Fortnite. They kind of make or break your weapon layout. But before we get to this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. We're looking to reach 500 subscribers on this YouTube channel. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It's free. I upload Fortnite content on the weekly, sometimes twice a week. So yeah, just keep you updated on the Fortnite world. But let's get back into this tier list. All right, so the tac shotgun. Now, as you can see, this tac shotgun is from the white or gray all the way up to the blue rarity. So I'm not counting the purple or gold. This, I actually think, is your butthole starts clenching tier. If you're in a build fight or a box fight with a guy and you hear him shoot a pump, you are scared because you know your shotgun is not going to do as much damage as his, and I think it's kind of a make or break thing. If I have one of these shotguns, I am not confident. Now we get into the purple and the gold rarity of the tac, and I actually think this is in the giddy up tier. So we skipped a tier there. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. We skipped that one. I'm actually semi excited when I get a purple or gold tac. This is because it can hit for over 150, and it shoots pretty quick. And I'm not, unlike the other, like the gray or the blue or the green tac, I hit for like 20 sometimes. With a purple tac, I'm never hitting under like 70. So I think the purple or the gold tac is in the giddy up tier. Now we move on to the lever action. This just got unvaulted in this season. And I actually think this is a damned if you do, damned if you don't. I would never pick it over a purple or a gold tac, but I'd always pick it over just a normal tac, like gray to blue. It doesn't shoot as quickly, but I think it does a little more damage. And plus, I mean, you look super cool flipping that lever action out. It's just like, and you're flipping it. You just look cool. And you feel cool. You look cool. You feel cool. You play cool. You win. You get some dubs. You know what I mean? So lever action, I'd put damned if you do, damned if you don't. Now we get into the pump shotgun. So this is gray, blue, and green rarity of this. I'm actually going to put this in the giddy up tier. The only reason I'm doing this, you might be like, what the heck? You're putting it into the same as the purple and the gold tac? Well, the blue pump. So the blue pump I would put in the giddy up tier. So I think it's actually better than the purple and the gold tac. I would always choose the pump over the tac. But the green and the gray rarity kind of downgrades this a little bit. So that's why it's not in the giddy up and dance, because the gray and the green. Now we get into the best weapon in the game, in my opinion, the gold or the purple pump. The gold rarity can hit for 200 plus. So that means you're downing them in one shot. That you got to get up and dance when you hear that. I mean, seriously, if you're not pumped when you get a gold pump, if you're not doing this, when you get a gold pump, I don't know what you're doing, okay? You're not excited. You're not playing Fortnite the right way. If you see a purple or a gold pump on the ground and your teammate is running for it, you're going to try and beat them for the weapon, am I right? You're just going to get the gold pump. All right, so gold, purple pump, easily best shotgun in the game. It makes your build, if you have this and other weapons that suck, you still feel good. Now we're going to get into the ARs. There are a lot of different types of ARs in Fortnite. And we're starting off with what I think is the best one, and that is the Scar. So purple or gold assault rifle. The Scar, it's just the best. You can use it as an SMG in a pinch. You can use it as a normal AR. It hits for 35 at distance. I mean, it's a great weapon. The spread on it's not that big. So these are the best two weapons that we've talked about so far. And so I really don't see any weaknesses for the purple or the gold Scar. Now we get down to the normal rarity of the AR. So kind of like the gray, the green, the blue ARs. I'm actually going to put these in the damned if you do, damned if you don't, because this is still a great option. Everything I said about the SCAR applies here, except for, I mean, the spread's not as big. It doesn't hit as hard. So, I mean, this is just one of these, you know? I mean, it's a nice little beat you got going on, but it's not nothing to get too excited about, all right? Now we get to the burst AR, the FAMAS in some games. This gun is one that your butthole starts clenching. Okay, this is not what you want. This is, I mean, it's a 2-round burst. It doesn't hit for very hard. It only holds 20 shots. Like, there is like no upside of this weapon in my mind. So yeah, that's why I put it in the your butthole starts clenching tier. We get to the gold and the purple version of the 2-round burst. I'm gonna move that up one. Just because if you get 2 headshots, you're doing decent damage. The spread, so if you're crouching, you shoot, it goes back to pretty much first off accuracy almost instantly. So that upgrades it a little bit. But I'm gonna take any of the normal assault rifles over the burst. The burst stink. Now the next one that we're going to is, this is the heavy AR. So this is kind of the AK. When this gun first came out, it was one of these. This gun would hit for 98 headshot damage. 98 headshot damage gold. Okay, I used to love this gun, but they nerfed the crap out of it. And they nerfed it all the way down to the F tier. Okay, this is the L. I almost ruined that dance. Hopefully you guys already guessed in the comments below, so don't cheat now if you didn't know that. So they nerfed this gun a ton. I'm gonna put this in. I'm just gonna want to play Warzone. If I drop and I get this gun 3-4 times in a row, I'm not having fun playing Fortnite, because this gun, it's not an SMG, it stinks. It's not an AR, it stinks. It's just nothing. They need to either buff this a little bit or get rid of this gun altogether. It's freaking terrible. Now we're getting on into the sniper rifle. They just got rid of the bows and they just brought back the sniper rifles. So I am a little high on the sniper rifle right now, probably just because you can do a lot with the sniper. And I'm going to put it in this stance right here. This is what I'm putting it in. Do you guys remember what this one is? If not, this is the giddy up tier. All right, so if I see a sniper, I'm pretty pumped. I'm trying to get this into my loadout now, especially because it's back. I'm not as good as I was before they vaulted it, though. It's like my sniping ability has gone into the freaking tank. So sniper, pretty good. Now we are moving on to the pistols. Wait, we got to get a sip of sweet tea here. Do you guys like sweet tea? This is not McDonald's sweet tea, but McDonald's sweet tea is pretty good. Chick-fil-A. Whenever I can go to a Chick-fil-A, I'm getting sweet tea. But anyway, I gotta take a sip of this. So now we're getting into the pistols. This is a normal pistol. So gray, green, blue variants of the pistol. I'm actually gonna put this, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. I actually don't think the pistol's that bad. Especially, you can use it as an SMG. You can use it as an AR in a pinch. The best thing about the pistol, I think, if you're like in arenas or in some type of competitive thing, it uses small ammo. So you can use all the small ammo while your partners use all the AR ammo. It's kind of a way to kind of double up your ammo per se. So I think it's actually damned if you do, damned if you don't. And then moving on to the purple or the gold pistol, I'm going to put this in the giddy up tier as well. So some people actually prefer the pistol over the ARs, especially in competitive, because you got, like I said, 2 different types of ammo. This thing hits for a decent amount, and if you got a quick trigger finger, you're freaking dominating with this thing, okay? So I actually enjoy using the purple gold pistol often, so that's why we're going giddy up. Grenades, I actually included this one A lot of you might not think that this is a weapon in Fortnite, but I actually do the grenade trick a lot. So grenade trick, for those of you that don't know, if the guy's boxed up, you go about 60 to 65 meters away and you mark him. You look up in the sky and your mark about 90 degrees. You throw all 3 of your grenades. They'll blow up right on his head. It's pretty much a free kill. I like doing things to people that I know piss them off, because it's like I'm laughing at them while I'm doing it. And so the grenade trick is one of those where a grenade explodes on them. They're like, wait, what? And then they get 2 more nades dropped on their head and they're pissed, and you know it. And then you hit them with an L dance or a donkey laugh or something like that. So I'm actually going to put the grenades in the you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. They're not overpowered. You used to be able to carry 10. Now you can only carry 6. So it's kind of like, okay, maybe you'll get 1 kill out of it, maybe 2. So that's why it's not higher on the list, but I'll definitely pick them up for sure. Now we're going on to the rocket launcher. So I'm just going to use this as, I think only the purple and the gold rocket launchers are in the game right now. But if you see a rocket launcher, I mean, who's not going to pick up a rocket launcher? I mean, rocket launcher is, I mean, come on. So rocket launcher is definitely going in the giddy up, or the get up and danced here. The worst thing about the rockets is the ammo. So there's not a lot of ammo. I remember when I first started playing Fortnite, you could carry like 60 rockets and people would just spam them at the end of the game, and it was just terrible. They made it where A, you can't hold as many rockets, and B, there's not as many rocket ammo available. And so it's not overpowered now, but I would always pick up an RPG if given the option. Now we move on to the last ones, the last guns. Here we go. This is it right here. We got the SMGs. So SMGs, I'm just putting all of the rapid fires in one. I actually think, so again, I'm not a huge fan of SMGs. I usually carry like a pump AR and then some type of a sniper rifle or something like that. So I'm not a huge user of SMGs, but I do have a specific order that I like them in. The first is the rapid fire. That's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. Great thing, it shoots through builds, so that's awesome. Bad thing, the clip size is low. And so yeah, oh, also it reloads faster than you can take a mini. So if you hit somebody weak and you're shooting them through the builds, you got to reload, they start taking a mini, you can start shooting before they finish the mini. So it's kind of, that's a win for sure. So damned if you do, damned if you don't. Silenced SMGs, I actually enjoy this gun a lot. It's probably my favorite sounding SMG. I'm going to put that damned if you do, damned if you don't again. I mean, it's kind of just typical SMG. The P90, so this is actually a giddy up gun. It's got a decent clip size. It shoots pretty quick. It takes small ammo. I think it's the best SMG on the list by far. I like to do a little trick where some guy's hiding behind a wall. You shoot the SMG like a third of the clip, then you stop. He starts to do something. You start shooting again, and with the P90, you have a large enough clip where you can spray through the build and still hit him. So giddy up is the P90. The last gun that I'm going to cover is just the standard SMG. This I'm going to put in the damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's kind of an okay gun. If you don't have a shotgun, you can use any of these well, actually, I think just these 2 SMGs. But you can use these 2 SMGs as a shotgun in a pinch. They shoot pretty quick. Not as good as the P90, but not completely terrible. All right, everybody, so there's my tier list for the Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 7 guns. If you liked the video, go ahead and like and subscribe down below. I do Fortnite Live or YouTube Live with and against my viewers and my subs. So if you want to join that, go ahead and turn on post notifications so you're aware of when I'm live. Other than that, you guys have a great one, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.